Now the characteristic features of kingdom Protista should be: the primary feature of all protists is that they are eukaryotic organisms. This means that they have a membrane enclosed nucleus. Other characteristic features of kingdom Protista that are: these are usually aquatic, present in the soil or in areas with moisture. First characteristic, it should be a membrane closed nucleus. Other characteristic features are that they are usually present in the soil or in areas with moisture. Some protist species are unicellular organisms. Species are unicellular organisms. However, there are few multicellular protists such as kelp. Some species of kelp grow so large that they exceed over 100 feet in height. Just like other eukaryotes, the cell of these species have a nucleus which is bound by organelles. Now the fourth character, they are autotrophic or heterotrophic in nature. Autotrophic, they can create their own food and survive, and heterotrophic, they are on the other hand, they has to acquire nutrition from other organisms such as plants or animals to survive. Symbiosis is observed in the members of this class. For instance, symbiosis means what? It turns the other eat sea eukaryotes that tend to feed on kelp. Now, parasitism is also observed in protists. Protists exhibit locomotion through cilia and flagella. Locomotion means what? Movement. So they can protists have locomotion through cilia and flagella. A few organisms belonging to kingdom Protista have pseudopodia and that help them to move. Protista reproduce by asexual means. The sexual method of reproduction is extremely rare and occurs only during times of stress. Now, classification of Protista. Kingdom Protista is being classified into the protozoa, algae and mound. Classification of Protista has resulted in three subdivisions, namely protozoans, algae and mounds. Now first, what should be the protozoans? Protozoans are unicellular organisms. Historically, protozoans were called animal protists as they are heterotrophic and showed animal-like behaviors. There are also parasitic protozoans which live in the cells of larger organisms. Most of the members do not have a predefined shape. For instance, an amoeba can change its shape indefinitely, but a paramecium has a definite sleeper-like shape. The most well-known examples of protozoans are amoeba, paramecium, sporozoa, euglena. Unlike other members of this group, euglena is a free-living protozoan that has chlorophyll, which means it can make its own food. The protozoans can be divided into four major groups, that are amoeboid protozoans, flagellated protozoans, ciliated protozoans and sporozoans. Now comes moulds. Moulds are saprophytic organisms. They feed on the dead and decaying matter. Moulds are saprophytic organisms which feed on dead and decayed animals. They are basically divided into two types, slime molds and the water molds. These are tiny organisms that have many nuclei. Usually, molds are characterized by the presence of spores and are even visible to the naked eye. Algae. These form another category under kingdom Protista. These are generally single celled or multicellular organisms. These are photosynthetic, found mostly in freshwater sources or marine lakes. They are characterized by a stiff cell wall. The algae are divided into 6 types, namely green algae, brown algae, red algae, diatoms, pyrophytes, and euglenoids. Well-known example of algae are Volvox, Natrium or Spirogyra. How many types of algae there are? 6 types. Green algae, brown algae, red algae, diatoms, pyrophytes and euglenoids. Well-known example of algae are Volvox, Natrium, Spirogyra. Now comes economic importance of protist. Protists serve as the foundation of the food chain. Protists serve as the foundation of the food chain. Protists are important to ecosystem because they are decomposed. Decomposed means which mix with the soil. Protists are symbionts having a close relationship between two species among which one is benefited. Some protists are also produce oxygen and may be used to produce biofuel and may be produce oxygen and may be used to produce biofuel. Protists are the primary sources of food for many animals. In some rare cases, protists are harvested by humans for food and other industrial application. Phytoplankton is one of the sole food sources for whales. Seaweed is an alga which is considered a plant-like protist. Zooplankton is fed on by various sea creatures including shrimp and larval crabs. Blue, green and brown algae are harvested widely as they are used for biofuel and also processed into usable oil, diesel and gas fuel. Asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction requires one parent and produces offspring that are genetically identical to that parent. In addition to the convenience of self-reproduction, asexual reproduction can occur more frequently and produce rapid population growth. Because of this, asexual reproduction is the primary method protists use to reproduce. The following are the types of asexual reproduction that occur in protists. Binary fission. In your book it has been given binary fission and multiple fission and the budding. Now, binary fission occurs when a single protist divides its nucleus and then divides itself into two separate organisms. Means what? Amoeba reproduces by the process of asexual reproduction called binary fission. The cytoplasm divides into two daughter nuclei. Thus, two daughter cells are formed that grow and split to produce more new cells. In multiple fission is similar to binary fission except the nucleus can divide and form many daughter nuclei. In binary fission only two daughter nuclei are formed. But in multiple fission many daughter nuclei are formed. The organism will then divide into separate organisms for each nuclei that has been created. Budding occurs when a new organism grows from the body of the parent organism. The new organism may separate from the parent or remain attached, forming colonies. Budding occurs when a new organism grows from the body of the parent organism. The new organism may separate from the parent or remain attached, forming colonies. Sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction in protists requires two parent organisms. Both organisms contribute genetic material to the offspring. The benefit of sexual reproduction is that it creates its genetic variability. Sexual reproduction techniques that occur in protists are conjugation and alteration of generations. Conjugation occurs when two protists of the same species come together and form a temporary union. They exchange genetic material during this union. When the two protists separate, they are genetically different from the original organism. So this was the reproduction in kingdom Protista. Binary fission, then multiple fission and budding. Binary fission, multiple fission and budding. Sometimes they have sexual reproduction also. Now what is amoeba? Amoeba is a single-celled eukaryotic organism which has a well-defined nucleus. Amoeba is a unicellular organism that have the ability to change its shape. They are usually found in water bodies such as ponds, lakes and slow-moving rivers. Sometimes these unicellular organisms can also make their way inside the human body and cause various illness. So the amoeba is a unicellular or a single-celled eukaryotic organism which has a well-defined nucleus and it is surrounded by a cell membrane. They do not have definite shape. They have false feet. False feet means what? They do the movement with the help of pseudopodia by which they move and capture their prey. By which they help to move also, and by the help of pseudopodia only they can capture their prey. Now what should be the nutrition in the amoeba? One of the first reports referencing amoeba's dates can be traced back to 18th century. A German naturalist named August John Rochel von Rosenhoff who discovered a specimen and made detailed illustration of the same in 1755. Now, structure of amoeba. Typically, most amoebas are characterized by the following feature. Movement occurs through the use of pseudopodia where the cytoplasm pushes the plasma membrane outward or inward, creating blunt finger-like projection. What is pseudopodia? Pseudopodia is the movement of the amoeba in which cytoplasm pushes the plasma membrane outward or inward, creating blunt finger-like projections. There can be multiple pseudopodia at one particular instant, hence its shape rapidly changes. That is why the shape rapidly changes of amoeba. The cytoplasm can be differentiated into two layers, the outer ecoplasm and the inner endoplasm. The plasma membrane is very thin, double-layered membrane composed of protein and lipid molecules. Amoeba also contain other cellular organelles such as contractile vacuole, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus and fat globules. Amoeba consumes food either through the process of phagocytosis or pinocytosis. The process of reproduction is through asexual means such as binary fission. So these are the some ingestion, digestion, assimilation and egation in the amoeba, which we will read in another video. Till, thank you students.